Oh guys, welcome back to a new video. Today is just me chit-chatting about life. I'm just talking about the different lessons that I'm learning within this specific season. And I thought I would just do my makeup and my hair because I have to meet with one of my previous money coaching clients from Paris in like 15 minutes. So I gotta make this quick. But I did want to share this message with you guys. So I'm using right now this Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation as like my base. It's hot outside. Lately my makeup has been just like super simple, if I'm even wearing makeup at all. Some days I'm like, it's too hot for me to even wear any makeup. But before I get started, even though I'm already started, if you guys would please do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button because I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I would greatly appreciate it. And even though I'm not really talking about money in this video per se, make sure you guys sign up for my free 5-day money email course. Make sure you sign up. I'm gonna leave the link for that below. Okay, back to what I was saying about what I'm learning this season. So right now, this is a season for me of like just being a problem solver, or how to be a problem solver, because solving problems is super important, especially as an entrepreneur. I realized that when I had my 9-to-5, it was really hard I wasn't really thinking for myself. It was just like, like back in the day when they had like those little factory jobs and everybody had a specific role and like you couldn't do anything else. Oop, my oil is dripping. You couldn't do anything else outside of that, your typical role. Like, I forgot what it's called. But you have like one person standing here, the next person standing there, and the machinery is just moving, and all you're doing right now is just like that one main job. So, for example, I was watching Undercover Boss, and they had the CEO going to this lettuce plant, because I forgot the name, I forgot which company it was, but anyway, they just had lettuce, right? So I think as a CEO, as a boss, you can't be afraid to do any job in your company, but he was undercover, so he had to go outside in the field and like chop the different lettuces. He had to make sure there was like a conveyor belt moving. He had to make sure he got the bad lettuce off inside the conveyor belt in a certain amount of time, because time is money, so they got to move fast. But like that was his only job, was just to chop the lettuce. And sometimes at a 9-to-5, whatever your lettuce chopping skill is, that they could just have you stuck just chopping lettuce for like forever. And if you're just chopping lettuce and you're not like growing outside of the company, you're not reading any books, you're not working on any other certifications, you're not working on any of the skills, all you're doing is just and then into that 9-to-5 hours, you're just chopping the lettuce. So that's the only skill that you're going to have. I'm trying to find my concealer. It's just like a cheap like concealer I got from Primark for like $1. So that's the only skill that you're gonna have, right? So then it's gonna be hard if you go to another job and they ask you to do a different skill and you're like, well, I'm not used to using that skill. I'm not used to using that part of my brain because for the past 5 years, all I've been doing is chopping the lettuce. So that's the only skill I have. Then it's your job to grow and better yourself and be a creative thinker and be a problem solver, because your 9-to-5 isn't really going to teach you how to solve problems, how to use your brain more effectively. Nobody really cares how you're growing your brain or how you're growing your mind creativity or how you're able to solve problems outside of the demands of your normal 9-to-5 job. So I think as an entrepreneur, and especially right now in my season, I had to learn to be more of a problem solver and get things done. I'm dealing with my clients. They're like, I have to use my brain and just create more creative graphics. But sometimes it's a challenge for me. And I'm not saying that I've mastered this challenge, because I'm still learning and I'm still developing. I'm a lifelong learner. That's something that everybody I think should be, is just thinking outside of the box and not just going with the normal first choice, just pushing myself beyond my normal limits. And like I said, sometimes that was challenging because when I worked in the ad world, I wasn't really using my brain. It was just like I had one job and that's it. Don't think about anything else. You just do this one thing. We're thinking of the big picture. You just do this one little small piece of the picture. So when you're used to just doing those small things in the pictures, and then you have to do something where you're using your brain to think of the whole solution, it could be a challenge, so I have to, in this season, I'm just learning more to be a problem solver. And even my mentor, he asked me to do an assignment, and I'm like, I don't know, Derek, I'm so busy right now. How can you expect me to do this assignment? And he's like, Candace, assignment is important. It's not just about the task that I'm asking you to do. It's about you being a problem solver and solving problems, because once you get into the habit of solving problems, like really the world is yours. The thing that I'm learning is that when I got let go from my job, okay, now I just got to do what's this? This is like a Smashbox that I'm using. It just has like the little blush and the little deep contour. Clearly, I'm not a makeup artist. It's just my quick everyday routine. Anyway, about confidence. Sometimes when you leave a job, you have to rebuild your confidence again, because especially if you get laid off, you might feel like, okay, am I good enough for any other job? Like, Like that Will Smith episode with his dad. He's like, how come they don't want me, man? You know, the same thing when it comes to your job. You can start to feel that way. Like, okay, am I good enough if they let me go? Well, am I be able to perform well on another job and help somebody else with my skills? So sometimes they have you like second guessing. Here's my brush. Sometimes your job you have to build your confidence because you get knocked down sometimes at the 9 to 5. And so when you get hit with, when you're an entrepreneur and new tasks arise and people are like, oh, can you do this job? Sometimes you have to like build your confidence to be like, you know what, I can do this job. And I'm grateful that I have friends in my life that are like, that push me, be like, nah, Candace, you can do it. Say yes and figure it out later. I know you're capable of doing this. Like, I don't know, can I really do this skill? Can I really edit this video? Can I really take on this project? It's like, yes, girl, you can do it. But if you're in a place where, again, where you're only using your brain for a specific thing, they're only teaching you to do one specific skill, that could have a lack of confidence, because now you're like, can I really go out and do this other job that somebody wants me to do? You know, maybe I can't do it. You have all these self-doubts. So it's up to you to build your confidence, because luckily you can have like hopefully you have people in your circle that are supportive, you know, and they want the best for you. They want you to win. But sometimes you just have to learn to support yourself. You know, you're not always going to have people there rooting for you and cheering for you. So then that just becomes your main job, because you, at the end of the day, are your biggest fan. I don't think a lot of people talk about the confidence that it takes to be work for yourself. But even if you're not working for yourself, this isn't like me pushing you to be entrepreneur, because let me tell you, entrepreneur has its own battles and challenges. Everything has a pro and a con. So that's not what this video is about. It's just showing you what I've learned on my journey. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do my brows, and I gotta take out my hair. I don't know what time it is. I'm just using this brush. This is something, I should do this better, but I might. There we go, brows. This is pretty much it, guys. I just throw my lipstick on. Today I'm just gonna use this orange and take my hair out. A lot, especially when you get knocked down or be laid off or lose your job, and how you have to build your confidence back up again. But I think it's important to address it, and I just wanted to share what lesson I was learning in this season of my life, you know, being a problem solver, regaining my confidence. And it wasn't something that I thought about, but I'm realizing that it's a theme that's coming up lately, because even when I worked on my last freelance client, there was a project that they had me working on, and I was able to get more like full control. Like I had to think about the whole solution, the whole problem from the beginning to end, and I wasn't used to doing that. Like I said, I was just used to doing one piece, one skill in the entire big project. It was like I wasn't really allowed to think like, you just have this one skill, that's all we need you for, to do that. You just do that one thing. And so when it became a time for me to, I'm just gonna use some oil on my hands to get rid of to just help take out the twists. So when it came time for me to actually have to do a project from beginning to end, it was a little challenging. And they're like, well, yeah, Candace, you're the person. You have to think, you bring solutions to the problem for us for this. And I was just like, oh, so you want me to think of these solutions? Again, confidence coming into play. Oh man, these are kind of wet in the back. Whatever, I might have to retwist that one, but sad, because you know, when you do a video, you're just hoping that everything comes out right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep twisting these, and I'm gonna show you guys the final result once I do end up fluffing, even though I'm probably gonna have to retwist the back. But like I said, I have a meeting with my Paris client in like a few minutes, so I'm really just rushing. I don't really have time for these not to be dry. I'm gonna fluff it out anyway. Sometimes you just gotta put your makeup on, put your lipstick on, and just go out. That's all you can do some days. But yeah, so this client that I'm about to meet with, she was a previous money coaching client that I had, that I've worked with, and I've kind of slowed down my one-on-one clients, but I will be bringing out a group coaching program. So you guys want to make sure that you're to be signed up, or just to know about more details, make sure you sign up for my link below, so you're on my list, so you get the details, so you're the first person to know when it opens up, because I'm only going to be accepting like 4 or 5 people this round. Away. I could just be here fluffing all day, so I don't want to fluff too much, because I really don't want to retwist this tonight. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. For more money tips and inspiration, be sure to head over to youngyetwise.com. And I'm still fluffing. For more money tips and inspiration, be sure to head over to youngyetwise.com. I'm Candace Marie, and as always, be wise, stay humble, and build. I'll see you guys next time.